Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Morning.
Hi.
So we are ready to start now. Hello, everyone. My name is Marcelo. I lead the operation of the Global Demo Day, and I will be moderating this event alongside Isabel Aranda. It is a great pleasure having you here for round 2 of Global Demo Day 2018. It is really exciting. It is a really exciting event since today panelists will decide which are the 5 teams that are going to Inc. Monterrey, which is the largest entrepreneurship festival in Latin America, to compete for a prize that will allow a team to launch their startup. Also, I want to let you know that the 5 teams selected today will win transportation and accommodation to Monterrey, Mexico for 2 team members to pitch at Inc. Monterrey, an entry to all the events at the festival for all team members, a full scholarship to the TrepCamp pre-incubation program, Think Up, a Kickstarter one-on-one mentoring on how to create a crowdfunding campaign. Let's start introducing the participants of the competition. The best projects of each entrepreneurial simulator ecosystem won a golden ticket to participate in the Global Demo Day. All the teams have made an incredible effort to be in top most voted videos at round 1. And these were the ones that moved on to round 2. Also, we have 3 teams that obtain a wild card because of the potential of their business idea. And we want to congratulate you all for this. Today, these teams will pitch their ideas to an amazing panel of experts. Let me introduce the panelists here at round 2. First of all, we have Flavia Richardson. She's portfolio manager at London Co-Investment Fund. Hello, Flavia.
Hi, hello everyone. Nice to be here. This is definitely a new type of event for me.
This is great. Thank you for being here with us today. We also have Jesus Saucedo, who is an experienced entrepreneur, a healthcare strategist, and physician leader. Jesus, thank you for being here.
Good morning. I'm calling in from San Francisco.
Thank you. And also Anna Shida, she's vice president of Blue Whale Consulting and founder of Lean Marketing. Hello, Anna. Thank you so much for your time and the feedback you will be giving to the teams. Your participation is key to this global competition. The panelists will be evaluating the following aspects of your pitch: business model, finances, progress after TrepCamp, and the team, of course. Just so you know, teams have been preparing for the past 2 weeks for this online pitching event. They have been mentored for the past 2 weeks by Sangeeta Verma, who is an entrepreneur, instructor, and strategy director of Spring Retail Accelerator. Hello, Sangeeta. Are you around?
Hey guys, sorry I was muted. I am around and loved working with the teams, TrepCamp, and I'm excited to see all the presentations today. Thanks.
Thank you, Sangeeta. Pochi Wu is also here with us, maybe, and he's an innovation provocateur as he describes himself. He's a venture capitalist, an entrepreneur, and he is a professor at UC Berkeley. Hello, Pochi, are you around?
I last spoke to him. He was in Hong Kong. There could be a time difference.
Thank you, Pochi. Christopher Dube has been also a mentor for the teams, and he's a startup coach. He's the CEO and founder of Simpatico Consulting and Live Your Legacy. Hello, Christopher.
Hello. Good to see everyone. Good luck to all the teams. Looking forward to watching the presentations.
Thank you for joining us. And also Guillermo Chavez. He has been mentoring also the teams, and he's an industrial real estate and special economic zones international advisor. Thank you, Guillermo. You're around. Okay. These our mentors were the entrepreneurs in residences in our entrepreneurial simulator program this past summer in London, Berkeley, Boston, and Mexico City. We are sure teams are prepared for this round. Also, I want to introduce you to Fernando Sepúlveda, who's probably around, and he's the founder and the CEO of Impulsa, Business Accelerator, and TrepCamp. Fernando, do you want to say a few words? Are you around? And well, I think he's not here with us today, but and also I want to introduce you to Eduardo Lebrija. He is the senior manager of TrepCamp. Hi, Eduardo.
Oh, thank you for the introduction, Marcelo. I want to congratulate all the teams that have overcome round one, and very excited to see all the presentations, and I wish you best of luck.
Thank you. And as I mentioned before, this is us. Isabel, she is a key member of the TrepCamp team, and she's also in charge of the operation of Global Demo Day, and myself, and I'm leading the operation of these events. As a reminder, teams will have 3 minutes to pitch and 4 minutes for Q&A. Panelists, I want to let you know that we are going to have 1 minute in between pitches, so you can evaluate them through the Google format we previously sent you. While you are evaluating the next team will get prepared to pitch. The session is divided in 3 pitching groups, as you can see, and we will have 5-minute breaks in between groups. And lastly, we want to let you know that we will announce the winners tomorrow through email and through our social media, Instagram and Facebook at 2 p.m. This is really exciting. And okay, teams, yes?
I have a question. Are we allowed to ask questions, or we just are in the listening mode? How do you?
On the listening mode, and after the teams finish the pitches, we have 4 minutes for Q&A.
Got it. Thank you.
Yes, and also just a reminder, in those 4 minutes, since it's only 4 minutes, not all the 3 panelists will have enough time to ask questions. So maybe 1 or 2 panelists will be able to.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Okay. So a quick reminder, teams, please make sure your microphone and camera are turned off during other presentations and Q&A. Okay, so let's start with the pitches. Welcome to the team TAS-TEA. A quick intro. For tea companies whose customers care about the environment and wish to be healthier, TAS-TEA offers biodegradable bags which provide no side effects on health, are eco-friendly, and will be infused with vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and antioxidants. Remember, you have 3 minutes to pitch and 4 minutes for Q&A. Whenever you're ready.
Thank you.
What do you think about when you see this picture? Friends, tea, nice. Drinking tea is a lifestyle driven by healthy choices, but there are hidden dangers in drinking tea. We are tasty. We infuse health and sustainability when drinking tea.
As you can see, there are hidden dangers while drinking tea. Traditional tea bags are made of plastic and toxic chemicals, such as a polypropylene and epichlorohydrin, the same components used to make car tires. Would you like to drink that? Of course not. That's a health risk. And it's also an environmental risk because they are not biodegradable.
We at TAS-TEA have felt we created a solution for the hidden dangers in drinking tea today. We consider our solution as a clear choice. As you can see, our tea bags have clear differences. Our bags are composed of bamboo and citrus pectin, two organic materials. The other tea bags are made out of plastic. Our tea bags are closed by using organic cotton. The other tea bag is closed with a metallic staple. Our tea bag is infused with vitamins, antioxidants, minerals, and enzymes to provide health and vitality. The other tea bag is infused with toxic chemicals like epichlorohydrin and casein. So what we have done is create a 100% biodegradable material, a 100% health conscious, and a 100% eco-friendly solution for existing dangers. That's why we consider it the clear choice. Can you see it?
We feel that our company has limitless potential because our market are millennials. In the US, there are more than 72,300 of millennials drinking tea. 96% of tea is consumed in bags, which relate to $18 million in retail stores. That's why we're opening a tasty coffee shop for B2C market with $4,500 of revenue a month with a payback of less than 5 months.
That's on the B2C side, because we are multidimensional, having two revenue streams, B2C and B2B, where we provide a low-cost structure while we reduce carbon footprint to zero. And in our revenue, there's an IP license to manufacture our bags. That's why we have limitless potential.
These are the people behind the vision. Andrea Barrera as our Business Growth Director, Daniela Gavica as our Finance Director, Valentina Escobar as our Product Developer Director, and me, Karim Hernandez, as our Manufacturing Director. TAS-TEA started at TrepCamp, and we want to go all to the end. We are loyal to it, and we'll show it by not walking away.
So just remember, drink health, drink TAS-TEA. We are eco-friendly, we are health-friendly, and we'll be coming to a growing market near you really soon. Thank you.
Thank you, team. So now let's continue with the Q&A. Panelists, do you have any questions for TAS-TEA team?
I have a question, if at all possible. How do you have any indicator as to how much investment do you need, and how will you sell the products? What is the pricing, the right pricing for it, and what's your market size? So maybe 3 questions.
Okay, so going around our financials, as we were saying in our presentation, we have like 2 business models ideas, in which one of them is like the B2C, which will obviously be like the tea shops or the coffee shops. And we really are thinking about a store investment of just like $20,000. And we're just kind of calculating that every customer will spend like $5. So, and our cost is obviously like per bag is even like cents. So it's just like so hard to kind of go in the market of talking about cents all the time, but we're kind of like thinking in a way that it could be more like tangible to see it. So like $5 average receipt per customer, 1,500 customers per month, and obviously having our costs of like 40% our sales, involving both costs, the cost of goods sold and our operating expenses per month. So that's kind of our B2C model. And for our B2B, which I was talking, that it's like a little bit more hard to explain because the tea bags are kind of like really cheap things to do. So we were thinking on kind of producing like 500 million tea bags, that at the end, it's like our 3rd year, because that will be trying to get one of like the leaders in the market, which will be kind of Lipton. But just starting with, I don't know, just like 200 million tea bags our first year for that same business company in this case. And what was the 3rd question? How big is our market size, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so for how big our market size is, as we were kind of saying with our limitless potential, there's $18 billion, well, spent in retail stores worldwide on tea. So we're kind of thinking that this number is kind of where we want to attract our market from. And obviously thinking in a way that the consumption of tea is increasing like every year, according to what we've discovered. I don't know if I was clear enough, or do you have any more questions about it?
No, that's fine for me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, we have time for one more question.
Hi, this is Jesus Salcedo. I'm calling from San Francisco. Great presentation. I have a question. So you talk about it's a biodegradable product. I mean, how's the science? How did you come up with the science of that? I mean, I'm a tea drinker, so I'm always curious, and I'm a scientist, so I'm curious to hear the background on how you came up with the science, and if that's, and how have you proven it to be truly biodegradable?
Okay, so regular tea bags are made out of plastic. They use two chemicals, epichlorohydrin and polypropylene. When these two components are in contact with water, they liberate a toxic carcinogen. So what we created is a tea bag that is made out of bamboo, because it's a plant that gives strength to the bag, and it biodegrades from 1 to 3 years. We are also adding citrus pectin, that is an heteropolysaccharide, and we can find this in the fruit, and this gives thermal and hydro resistance to the bag. Also, we're using organic cotton, which biodegrades also from 1 to 3 years. But I don't know if you would like to know like the process, or for the components, that's it.
Yeah, no, I'm just curious to see if you've proven that out, that it's provable that that it is biodegradable, because I guess, how long have you been working with this particular product? I guess that's my question, because I think that itself has a lot of value.
Okay, so we've been working with this project since TrepCamp, and we kind of evaluated different materials, because we know there's other like companies trying to also develop these like biodegradable products with cornstarch. So we kind of analyzed what was the benefits of the cornstarch versus the bamboo, and we're kind of getting to that process to actually decide what's going to be like the best material. But yeah, it's gonna be kind of like the decision, the next step for us to actually kind of prove which material is like the best one to use.
Okay, so time's up for Q&A. Thank you so much, TAS-TEA team. We're gonna now listen to the next speech.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, TAS-TEA, and thank you, panelists. It's now the time for the team Apapacho. This is an app that translates Mexican Sign Language into voice and text, or vice versa. It's a tool that helps improve communication for over 700,000 deaf people in Mexico, including their families, friends, and partners that don't know sign language. Welcome and thank you. Let's start with a pitch.
Hello, my name is Claudia. This is Yukari. We're co-founders of Apapacho, which means to hug with a heart. Would you like to know what she just said? Well, that's why we are here. We are building a bridge that connects deaf people with the hearing population. And why is this important? Because if deaf people were to create their own nation, it would be the 4th largest in the world. A nation comprised of brilliant business minds, inventors, leaders that struggle to integrate their amazing talents into the rest of the world. Apapacho, unlocks this human potential. In Mexico alone, there are over 700,000 deaf people and only 50 certified interpreters. For those with any type of hearing loss, communicating in a world designed for the hearing is a daily struggle. If you're not sure what that will be like, just imagine being dropped into a foreign country where no one speaks your language, and you really need to find a bathroom to use. It's incredibly frustrating when you are not understood by others. Now let's talk about the solution. Apapacho is an app that translates sign language into voice or text and vice versa, using motion tracking, computer vision, voice recognition, and natural language technology. Additionally, sign language is more than shapes of hand movements. You need to trust the upper body and facial expressions. Children are very open to communicating in all different ways. That's why we will be starting with elementary schools, and we've targeted Mexico City, our pilot program. Our first revenue stream will come from schools, which will pay a semester basis for our program. As we expand the platform, we will add premium features which users can pay for. Within the next 3 years, we expect to generate $1.1 million with only a 5% market penetration. Unlike our competitors, we're working directly with schools. We have more sophisticated technology and we only require smartphone or tablet. As the daughter of deaf parents, myself, and our entire team comprised of specialists in design, education, communications, technology, and marketing are very passionate about the Apapacho mission. We're also raising $300,000. We have a solid team, but we will need to hire a CTO to help us build our platform quickly and efficiently. We will use the $10,000 prize money to secure our first school and define the needed study plans. We were the second place winners in round one, and we've been busy since then, reaching out to developers, identifying school programs, preparing for our fundraising, and putting the right team into place to realize our vision. We are consciously using technology to connect and include people. Who knows? Because of Apapacho, you may even meet your new business partner, a new friend, or your beloved one. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Apapacho. Now it's time to move on to the Q&A. Panelists, do you have any questions?
Hello, hi there. Well done. I loved your presentation. The question at my end is, you're looking for a CDO, and you say that you have made quite a lot of progress on the technology. Who has developed that technology?
We have some of our advisors. We have 2 of them in the technology part. One of them is an app developer, and the other is a machine learning specialist. Yeah, thank you. So we have had some advice from them, and we're now working on a first prototype or pilot version. Is that answering your question?
Yes, that has. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Flavia.
Hi, good morning. My name is Jesus. I love your presentation also, and I love the opportunity that technology can connect people, right? And so I'm just, yeah, so kind of the question also about the CTO. So is this app, are you able to connect both the person who is going to be the interpreter, the person who's doing the sign language with the client? Does it also involve a third-party person? So I'm just thinking as a medical doctor. I'm a medical doctor, so I currently use a video chat with a live translator, right? Sign language. Is this an interface where you can connect both not only the client but the user, and then you can give feedback to a third party? I'm trying to figure out how this gets translated, and also how does this get translated into a document? Because if you wanted, for example, if you wanted to use this in healthcare or in the legal realm, like how can your API also be translated into a written form so that there's a document? I guess that's my question.
Okay, thank you, Jesus. Well, about the last part of your question of the API, we have thought about that, and that's a great thing. We now about the first part of the question, the app is a translator, so it's not going to connect any interpreter. Is the technology is going to translate in real time.
Right.
So, for example, I have my cell phone. I'm a deaf person. I need to translate what Yukari doctor is saying to me. So I use my app, and she starts speaking, and it can translate into an avatar that's signing to me, or it can translate into text like subtitles that tell me what Yukari is telling me.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Okay, thank
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I believe we don't have enough time for another question. So we're going to move on to the next speech. Thank you, Papacho team.
Thank you, guys. Goodbye.
Thank you, guys, and thank you, Jesus and Flavia. It is now turn for the team Beyond Humans. Beyond Humans is a device that can give clarity and certainty to athletes about their body by sensing the behavior of muscles, measure structural integrity and conditions of the knee. This information is processed to reveal the optimal muscular and joint conditions in order to prevent knee injuries and alert athletes about incorrect movements during a workout. Beyond Humans, are you ready?
Yes.
Hello. We are ready. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Okay, yeah, let's start with your pitch.
All right. What does it mean to be human? It means passion, commitment. But for us, it means reaching your goals and pushing forward. But it also means boundaries, challenge, and pain. We are Beyond Humans, and we are here today to talk about athletes that are willing to do something that no one else will, to overcome their limits and go beyond limits, beyond human. Whether you are a professional or a recreational athlete, there is a universal truth standing between you and your goals. That truth is a lack of knowledge of what is happening inside your body while you're active. This is the reason why we decided to focus on prevention. We can provide athletes with the knowledge of their body to prevent injuries from happening. This lack of information leads to non-contact knee injuries in 1 out of 4 runners in the US and Mexico. 17.5 million knee injuries every year. To us, this is alarming, and this is why we decided to focus on prevention. With our wearable device capable of giving them information to give a better exercise and improve strategically to reach their goals. This is the reason why we decided to develop Trust One, a wearable device capable of sensing your muscular activity and with the help of technology, determine the health status of your joints. All the information is analyzed and processed through the application where we will display important information to improve athletes' performance.
Our revenue streams come from the sales of Trust One and an optional premium subscription where the athletes would be able to access personalized trainings in order to achieve their goals. Our initial market size consists of 69 million runners between the US and Mexico, where we plan to launch our product first. Due to the increase in units produced, the fixed costs will be diluted from the second year on, leaving us a 40% margin after the first year. Our estimated revenue is $5 million in the first year and $33 million in the second year when we access the American market. After TrepCamp, we signed a partnership with Cleantech Labs in order to develop the MVP. We have won Inc.'s Healthathon, and we're going to be participants in Inc. Accelerator. Our team is composed by experts in business, technology, science, and engineering in order to achieve this goal. With your support, we can help millions of athletes prevent their injuries and go beyond human. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, team. Ana, Flavia, or Jesus, do you have any questions?
Yes, I would like to ask a little bit about the type of information that would give the band, and this, how can we, even if it's like, let's say the band said that basically the person that is running is just like injuring their knee, right?
Yeah.
What's the next step of it? You're gonna just send it to a doctor? You're gonna let them at that? What's the next step after that information?
So what our device analyze is biomechanics. So with this technology, we can determine position of and rotation of the knee, ideal extension and flexion, balance, muscular balance, and fatigue point of the muscles. Also, we can determine the vibrations to see if the athlete is training properly. All this information will be analyzed with artificial intelligence. We will determine patterns in different conditions so we can give the athlete the information he needs to improve their performance or the way they exercise.
So it's like for high elite athletes, right?
No, it's for athletes that want to become in high elite athletes. They can go via, they can improve their training and prevent injuries at the same time.
Okay.
I guess as a doctor, I see a lot of injuries, right, in my practice. So this is really a great idea. So do you have like a sports lab that you've created to have you piloted this yet? I mean, I'm just curious where you're at in terms of the pilot phase, because there's a lot of products already out here in the market that are very similar. Is it something special about your sensors? What is it so different from other your competitors? Because this is actually a very competitive space. So tell me a little bit more.
Well, the products that I want to do to measure the things that we do, our main difference are the focus we give on knee injuries specifically, the price that is accessible not only for elite athletes, but to the public in general, and the focus we give it on measuring runners' problems precisely.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
We have 30 seconds left. I don't know if you want to show your prototype or anything in your presentation.
Well, I don't know why it's not. The video doesn't play there, but it's to show how we can, by stimulating the muscle, we can measure
the muscular activity. This is just one type of technology of some others that we want to add, but it is very important to us to measure the muscular activity to determine the balance.
Okay, thank you. Well, thank you, team. Thank you, panelists. We'll move on to the next team.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Beyond Humans, and thank you, Ana and Jesus. Our next team is CropTix.
Hi.
Hi. Brief intro. CropTix is a user-friendly data analysis platform for small to medium farmers that collect crop data and receive intelligent notifications and recommendations so they can become more efficient and profitable. So whenever you're ready, thank you.
Sure, thank you. Okay, can you see the presentation? Oh, wait.
We can't see the presentation yet.
Yes, we can see it. I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, just a second. Okay. Well, hi, my name is Diego. I'm a co-founder of Croptics, and today I would like you to meet
Sorry to
John
interrupt,
Murphy.
Diego.
John Murphy is a...
Sorry. Sorry, it said we cannot see your presentation.
Oh, you can? Yo, can you now? Wait, just a second. Yeah, is it better now?
No.
No, we can't see it.
We saw it in the very beginning and then it disappeared.
Okay, I don't know. Let me start again. Trying to do technology and
There it
technology
is.
fails on me. You
we
got
can-
it?
If you want, I can share it.
Yeah, we can see it now.
Yeah, you can see it now?
Yes.
Okay. So let me start again. Well, I'm Diego, co-founder of Croptics. I would like you to meet John Murphy. He's a small farmer in Salinas, California. He runs a 5-acre farm, and he is losing money every season. He's struggling to make ends meet, and no wonder why he's trying to sell his farm. And just like John, 90% of all the farms in the US are just like him. Those are small to medium family-owned farms that are struggling to keep alive. But there is good news for John. There's good news for these farmers, because with Croptics, they can turn those losses into a 30% or more profit margin every season, and not by farming more, but by farming smarter. Croptics is a user-friendly platform where farmers input their data and receive all sort of notifications, recommendations, and feedback that will help them make data-driven decisions, interpreting the data that matters when it matters. Now, what we intend to do is to get these small to medium farmers into the food technology future. And they don't need just data. They need more than that. They need solutions. For example, John grows strawberries, and Croptics knows that if he can have his harvest ready by the June period, he'll be able to make more money. And by analyzing John's soil and other factors, he'll get an alert when something's not wrong. Also, Croptics will help him through his supply chain so he can get his strawberries at the market at the best price. Now, since TrepCamp Advanced Program, we've been doing a lot of marketing and development research, lots of farms investigating them. We also got contacted by the state of Veracruz because they want us to pilot our program in the region, which we would be very happy to do so. Besides the funding, we need research, we need platform and sensor development, some testing, and we would be ready to launch within a 2-year period, which takes us to the numbers. Right now, we need just $100,000, which would make it possible for us to develop. And by 2 years after the launch, we would capture at least 2,000 users. At a $26 monthly per user, that would be a 200,000 revenue just by that second year of launch. This is our team. We are very passionate. We are very prepared to try to solve this big problem. And Croptics, we believe that a big problem is solved not by a large solution, but by many small ones, just like the farmers that we are trying to empower. We are all into environment, operation, business management, finances, and this is all about doing really great high impact entrepreneurship. And that is why we need to go to the next stage, because we need to spread the word. We need to get exposition about what we're doing and gathering all the people who want to join in this venture. So thank you very much. I'll be happy to answer your questions.
Thank you, Croptics. Do the panelists have any questions?
Yes, I do. I happen to have at least 3 companies within the agricultural technology space, and you know, there are already companies out there that do everything you say with the help of drones and many other type of devices. Why would you need so long to develop this?
Well,
for me, 2020 seems very far away, considering there are other competitors in the market today.
Sure. Well, The technology already exists, as you clearly said. It's not so hard to get that technology, but to get it right, I mean, we of course will try to get it as soon as possible and as fast as possible, but it's just a financial projection. And
you're missing two companies in your competitors. One is called Hummingbird Technologies, and the other one is called HeyBC from Caltech.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, yeah, what we've seen about these other companies is that they are not building from the start for the small farmers. These other companies have built their software and their whole enterprise around big farmers, large farmers, precision farming, which is 100 acres long. We are developing from the core for small farmers, for urban farmers, for market gardeners, for these 90% of the farmers that really need to get more profitable.
Okay, thank you.
Ana or Jesus have any questions for the team?
No.
Okay. You have one minute left if you want to show anything else of your presentation.
Sure. Well, thank you. We have found that it is not really, as you said, it is not so hard to get all this technology. We're not developing many new things rather than compiling a lot of them. So we actually, if we really got $10,000, we could really get our hands going with many things, such as a functional prototype that would help for market tests, marketing campaign, data research, databases, and some other things like incorporation taxes, consultation, and also the tech development. And as I said before, well, this is all about solving a really, really big problem, which is a food scarcity problem. And I think that really drives everyone around our community to try to participate in this project. So thank you very much. Any questions you might have, you can also contact us through croptics.org.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and thank you for your enthusiasm. Okay, hello. We're back again. Welcome back to round 2 of Global Demo Day. We will continue now the session with the next 5 teams. And next up is Quabi. Quabi is a platform that connects people who want to cook with people who want to eat healthy. So whenever Quabi is ready, you start sharing your presentation.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. I'm here to present Quabi, healthy meals anytime, anywhere. Did you know that the way you eat really impacts the way you feel? Did you know that a healthy lifestyle is composed 70% nutrition and 30% workout? Did you know that one of the main reasons people don't eat healthy is because of lack of time? Nutrition is important, and Veronica knows it. She's a married woman, mother of 2 kids who lives in Puebla. She has a very tight schedule, and with so many activities, it gets hard for her to plan and prepare healthy meals for her and her family. She doesn't want to lose time thinking what's better for her needs and preparing those meals. Unlike her, people in Mexico are spending money in trying to solve this problem. They spent $6 billion in 2017, and it is expected they'll spend $9 billion by 2022 in improving their nutrition habits. And that's why we have an amazing solution, Quabi, a platform that connects people who want to cook or like to cook with people who want to eat healthy. It's as simple as grabbing your phone, opening the Quabi, scrolling through different meal suggestions that will be personalized by artificial intelligence. Choose the one that you want to cook, that will be prepared by a kitchener, the person who will cook for you, and it'll be sent to your home or wherever you are. Then you can rate your kitchener and repeat whenever you want. Um, and actually, this is already happening. We did a pilot test where Veronica lived all the Quab experience, and she says it's a great idea, and she would totally use it in further stages. On the other hand, we had an interview with Juan, and we have the Entrepreneurship Institute support and the Nutrition Career support. In order to get to here, we have a peer-to-peer business model where 20% commission is taken from Quabi and 80% left goes to the kitchener, and an extra fee for delivery is charged to the customer. Our average price per meal is $10. That gives us a revenue per customer per year of $40 and a profit of $20. Estimating a lifetime of customer of 3 years, we have a customer lifetime value of $60. And how are we going to get to this? We have the use of funds by 45% in the platform development, 42% in operation, and 13% in marketing. That's why we need here we need marketing strategies to get more users. And by the first year, we will develop the platform and have an alpha and beta versions proved. And by the first year of operation, we'll reach our first 5,000 users in Mexico City. And by fifth year, we want to be in all important cities in Mexico. All this project has been developed by our multidisciplinary team formed by software, design, communication, biobusiness, and bioengineering experts. And we truly believe that the way you eat impacts on the way you feel, the way you see yourself, the way you trust yourself, and the way you interact with others. That's why we're glad to invite you to be part of this project. Join us in creating a healthier world. Thank you.
Thank you, Quavi team. Let's continue with the Q&A.
Hi, this is Jesus. I'm calling from San Francisco. I love it. I love the idea of nutrition. How do you solve it, right? Because I deal with that every day myself. How do you propose? So it's an app. Is it already already in the App Store, or is it where you're just giving a demonstration where it would be located, right? This is an iPhone, or are you already live? That's my question. Maybe I missed that.
No, that's a demonstration. That's only our mock-up, but we've been working on the prototype. Yes.
So does it also give like, you know, if you're building a healthy meal, does it also say what the caloric intake is? I mean, do you break it down further?
Yes, we do. Actually, well, because of the time, we couldn't show you the whole video, but when you open the meal, you have all the specifications, like all the ingredients, all the nutrition facts, and yeah, all the calorie intake.
Right. Okay. And so I apologize, is this prepared food that you're going to take to the customer? Is that okay?
Yes, it's prepared food that will be prepared by other persons in their homes.
Oh, in their house. I see. It's within the family, and you're just giving them a menu, if you will.
No. Like other person in other house, like an Uber model. For example, the kitchener, that is other person that you don't know, like you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and
you'll connect people together. So
yes,
people want. Exactly. Oh, I see. So it's like I see. It's an Uber of shared services. I see. That makes perfect sense. I love it.
Yeah.
Great idea.
I love it as well, but I do have a challenge. How would you control the quality of the food?
Yeah.
I mean, that is a huge problem, and I have in my portfolio about 2 food tech businesses which have faced such challenges.
Yeah, we have this is the biggest challenge, I think, but my peer Mitsuo will answer this question for you.
Yeah, that's a really good question. That we have developed a process to ensure the quality. So the first part, we are going to ensure that the kitchener is a good fit and have the skills to do it, then we are going to ensure the kitchen, and then we are going to teach the with capacitation process to the kitchener, and we are going to do random regular inspections to ensure that the kitchen have all the the quality.
I don't know if that answered your question. Yeah, it's like a whole process of a requirement of the kitcheners, yes.
Yeah, here you can see all the regulations and the quality and all the process that we did already. And we actually did a research back in Mexico. So in Mexico, we don't really need like a lot of process or like documents or permissions or permits to like work in the kitchen. The person is totally free, and there's no problem for the people to cook in their own house and then just send the meal. Like the difference in other, like in the United States, is a little bit harder. But for that, for example, in the United States, we can work with caterings.
Right. But they're pretty specific. They have to go through a pretty rigorous.
Exactly. We will do random inspections, and also we will do a psychiatric test. For the people that want to apply, we will say we will give them like all the manuals about how to cook, how to clean, how to sanitize the products, and even we will give them the recipes, so the person don't even have to worry. What I'm cooking, they will know because they will see all the recipes, and they will be like, okay, today I want to cook this, so it's going to be easier. And we also in the future want to do a partnership with a supermarket. Even so the products can be cheaper, it will be easier. But that's like in further stages, so the person just can go straight to the supermarket and just get everything that they need, but that is going to be healthy and that the other person will like.
Okay.
I think this is a great, I'm in the healthcare space, but like if you look at the massive problem that Mexico has with diabetes, and diabetes is all over the world, okay, also in the US. But if you look at the healthcare space, I recommend you look at the healthcare space in terms of the elderly community in Mexico and who need, meals. And they have caretakers. I think there's a potential market spot there as well. Just again, I always wear my hat as a physician, but I think it's a great idea.
Thank you. And actually, that's what one of our values and what unifies is that Mexico is the second country with most obesity and diabetes.
Time's over. Sorry to interrupt you, but we have to move on to the next speech.
All right.
Thank you very
so
much.
Thank you, panelists, and thank you
very
team.
much. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much.
Now it's Robin's turn. Robin is an app for kids to learn about finance through games, from budgeting, savings, loans, and even how to invest. Welcome, thank you.
Thanks,
Whenever you're ready.
Marcelo. Can you hear me? Can you see my screen?
Yes, perfectly.
Yes.
And
Yes.
the screen also?
Yes.
Great. So I'm Rogelio Valdez from Robin, which is the first bank for kids with a focus on their financial education. We found parents are giving a lot of money to their kids, almost $20 billion in allowances each year. Not because they're giving all of this money, but instead they're being educated on how to manage it. When parents want to educate their kids, they give them a monthly allowance in the bank, and it looks like this. It's full of interest rates and long-term saving plans that the kid doesn't even understand. That's why we created Robin, which is a methodology that combines an in-person workshop with a mobile app for kids to first learn the theory and then put it in practice. We teach from value of money to budgeting, saving, loans, and even investment, with everything through games. Think like Monopoly, but on steroids. We created a currency that is called the Robin for kids to purchase goods from our Robin store. They can earn these Robins by playing our games either in the app or in the workshop. And parents can also buy these Robins to give their kids chores, so they start learning the value of money through actual work. And finally, parents can keep track of their kids' progress to help them learn even better. Now we tested this methodology and the response has been amazing, really, with more than 350 kids that love Robin, and the parents are amazed on what the kids are learning. This is Emma, for example. She's already learning from loans and investment, and she's only 8 years old. We're growing really fast. In TrepCamp NYU in June, we had 60 users and we started charging $50 per kid. Now in October, we'll have more than 350 users loving Robin and more than $15,000 in sales. So we are now profitable. In January, the plan is to launch our app to the public, not only in beta, and launch an alliance with a bank, a regional bank that we're working right now. In June next year, we plan on having more than 10,000 users and grow internationally in the US. All of this has been possible through an amazing team with more than 7 years of experience working with kids, 2 years in investment funds and tech companies. We really know how to build the best product for kids, and we're actually doing it. So to grow even faster, we're raising a $200,000 seed from which we already have 40,000 committed. So if you also want to change the way that kids are learning about finances, we'll be happy to talk to you. My name is Rogelio Valdez from Robin. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Robin team. Let's continue with the Q&A.
What would really help me is to understand again, what is the functionality beyond education?
Okay, so the main goal is education. We want to get to first understand the concepts, to learn how to, the responsibility of a credit, to learn how to diversify their investment, to learn how to save. And then they use this money, this currency that we created, the Robins, in a smart way. So they learn the concepts and they apply it with the app or in the workshop.
Robin,
Robin.
Are the Robins a token or a currency, cryptocurrency?
Not yet.
Okay.
Today, it's just child play money. Not yet.
Hi, I'm Jesus. I keep saying this. I'm calling it from San Francisco, but I mean, I love the concept. It's a great idea. But how do you see? Have you seen how the children engagement in terms of a metric and in terms of parent engagement? Have you seen? Do you have any metrics to show that? Because I mean, I think it's great. You know, I mean, I think that's why most Americans are in debt. Because of lack of understanding finances. But have you seen, do you have any metrics as to show what it's like to use your product? And, you know, because, you know, people fall off all the time, right? Because they see an app and they play with it maybe a couple of times. I mean, what metrics or how successful have your betas been, I guess? Does that make sense? Hopefully a question makes sense.
Yes, it does. Today, the workshop is 4 weeks. So we have the kids for 4 weeks with us. That's like the life cycle. But now we are launching a second module. So everyone is asking for more modules, more educational content. Even kids and parents, they're both asking for more. So we are starting on developing more content. The problem is that it's an issue to build this content. It's kind of slow. So as we're working on it, we're launching it. We have 2 modules right now.
Okay, thank you.
The retention from the first module to the second module is around 30% from kids that went with us the first time.
And also, what ages are you looking at? What's your age group? Like, you know, what's teens versus preteens?
It's from 8 years old to 14 years old. But we have done some experiments with around 30 teens from 15 to 16.
Got it.
And they also get it. So
fantastic. Thank you.
Okay, I believe there's no more questions, but you have 1 minute left if you want to present something.
Well, maybe just to keep it clear that we launched our product like 8 months ago, and the response has been really great. This is not just an idea; it's a working product. We are profitable now. Other metrics that I can show is we have a $3 customer acquisition cost that we're going through on Facebook. we're building these banking alliances that we want to launch in January. We're already preparing from now. We are running a pilot with a regional bank that got us like 50 kids this month. So we're running fast on keeping on these goals.
Right. I mean, another opportunity is to use the YouTubers, right? Use somebody who has a great deal of followers to use your product. You know, that's something that I've seen that's been very successful. At least in healthcare, we'll work with a YouTuber that has 100,000 users, and then we have them. Obviously, at cost, that's a cost, right? But is to get more traction other than Facebook, just as an idea.
Yeah, I think that will work in our plan to grow into the US, because here in Mexico, parents there's not much content in YouTube for parents, but in the USA, I know there's a lot of content for them. So
yeah, there is
strategy.
Okay, thank you, Robin team, thank you panelists. Let's continue with the next speech.
Thank you, Robin. It is now turn for Boost to pitch the project. Boost is your last-minute delivery service, which will allow travelers to earn extra money by taking advantage of a trip they are already taking, and at the same time creating a community of trust between those who transport and those who send the package. So whenever you're ready.
All right, can you see us and can you hear us properly?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Andy?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, can you see the screen?
Yep. Okay.
Right.
Yes.
We're going to pitch you something that you need and have never seen before, but you're already very familiar with. It's Christmas Day. You're stuck with a client because you went out of town for business, but your daughter is waiting for you at home, and you bought her something really special you wanted to give her, but it's impossible to get back on time. Your airline won't fly, and you just want to get another ticket, get another plane, but they're sold out. It's Christmas. What if we could put you in someone else's place? What if we could turn you into someone whose plane is flying and get that gift to your daughter that same day? That's Boost. And we're delivering happiness by connecting you with the first traveler going to the same destination as your package the quickest way possible. We will be where you need to be when you can't be.
You're probably wondering if it's possible. Well, the proof is in the process. We're the fastest and only last-minute delivery service. Through technology and a user-friendly interface, we use crowdsourcing, located at major airports, and we work full-time all year round. So the first step is to register in the app, in which you can put down dimensions and weight of your package to give you the price. Chat with your booster and know the real-time location. Then, drop your gift off at the kiosk installed outside gates, and a TSA agent in the kiosk will check your package is safe to fly. He will carry it inside gates to another kiosk and will find the first traveler to take it to the same destination. When he arrives, he will just drop it off at the other kiosk and we'll get it home to your daughter. And by we, I mean the Boost Squad. We're in a creative economy. Your people are your differentiation. If you want them to think outside the box, why should they have an in-the-box title? We have Rodrigo, our computer whisperer, me, Andy, design evangelist, Alan, dot connector engineer, Andrea, our architect cheerleader, and last but not least, Tony, our project catalyst.
So how much happiness can 5 people deliver? Well, according to statistics, in the last 5 years, every year, domestic flights in the US have increased by 3.5%. And if we could only tap into a tenth of a percent of the delivery market, we could be sending 54 million packages a year, tapping into a 2.7 billion market. We're going to send happiness around the globe. To do this, we need to get to the next level. We believe in this idea as scalable and useful, also helping our society become more united and help transform our global economy. Winning the 10K prize would help us start an MVP, get legal support because we know this industry is very sensitive, and get more traction with initial users. We want your daughter to have a Merry Christmas. We will be where you need to be when you can't be. We're Boost.
Thank you, Boost. Now it's time for Q&A. Panelists, do you have any questions?
I think it's a great idea, and conceptually, it's I think it's a wonderful idea. I like the. I mean, it really does solve a major pain point. And are you currently using this? Have you piloted this? Where are you with your product? I mean, do you have customers to date?
We're actually in programming phase, designing phase, and during our campaign and social media, we've been asked if it's going on, if it's working, when can you use it? But we're needing funding so we can do our MVP, which is our application. But yeah, until now we've had very positive feedback by the people who've seen our campaigns on media and our project.
And so so these kiosks, if you will, at the different airports, so is that in terms of a regulatory issue? Would that be an issue? I'm just trying to figure out, like, is there a package size? Have you looked at all the specifics at what can be transferred, and are the packages insured? I mean, I'm sure you're probably working through that now. I mean,
yeah. We're considering all the TSA rules that they already have, that everyone's already very familiar with. When you're going to travel, you look into the TSA rules, and you know what you can take and what you cannot take, and follow the same rules as TSA. And for the size of packages, we're looking into starting by sending documents, clothes, and electronic devices. So it's a package from 30 centimeters by 20 by 5, around those, that size. Yeah.
So more of a carry-on, not
yes.
Check, more of a carry-on.
You're gonna pick up the package inside gates, so you're already with your carry-on luggage.
Got it. Okay, so this is already post TSA. So once you go through the TSA, then the kiosk is located there.
Yes, the package is checked twice by TSA before you actually pick it up. So you as a traveler don't have any issue with TSA or any illegal stuff in the package.
Got it. Okay. No, it's a great concept. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other question?
Okay, thank you, Boost. That was it. And we'll move on to the next pitch.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Boost.
Thanks.
Now it's the turn for Julie. Julie is disrupting the power bank and battery industry for portable electronics with higher capacity performance and wearable battery technology. Whenever you're ready, please share your.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. May I start now?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Technology is evolving rapidly, but there is a huge problem. There is not enough power to support it. Who lives this problem? People like you and me, that because of our lives, our daily basis, we need to be connected to technology almost all the time. What happens if your device shut down? You could lose your job, you could lose time and money. And it keeps happening. The power banks right now don't have enough capacity. Their lifetime decreases almost 50% after 2 years, and their size and weight and lack of flexibility makes them unpractical to use. Well, it's my pleasure to introduce Julie, the on-the-go charging fabric. With our unique technology, we can keep an iPhone 6 working for 10 more hours.
Julie is made of fabric nanotechnology, capable of storage energy in every millimeter of its power connections. This way, you can design any wearable product that can fit in the user's daily basis and give them an increased capacity. Combinational power ultra high performance materials allows us to make 0.5 times the traditional power bank battery. Our material have been tested for waterproof. It can be pierced by chalk objects without getting damaged. We are also able to produce jewelry at a large scale for our company's efforts to help us develop the technology continually. Fall in love with jewelry.
We have designed Julie with the perfect size and shape in order to be integrated to almost any wearable product in the market. And that's why Julie can be everywhere, in your clothes and bags, even in your pocket. And as easy as it is, you will be able to charge all of your devices with cable or wireless technology. Our goal is to enter to the supply chain of companies that manufacture wearable products in order to integrate the technology and get them to the final user. And our potential customers are technological companies, outdoor clothes companies, and fashion brands like Apple, the North Face, and Gucci. And our financial structure allows us to have a 42% of profitable margin. We're going to raise $700,000 to use 55% in production, 19% in operating costs, and 26% in selling costs and marketing campaign. Our team is integrated by a specialist in technology, business and development, and logistics. And after winning the first place in New York, right now we are working with more patents in process to work with companies that will allow us to enter to the market in America. And with your help, we're going to take Julie to the next level. Fall in love with the power, fall in love with Julie. Thank you.
Thank you, Jolie. Do the panelists have any questions for the team?
I personally love the presentation and I love the technology. My question is, how are you finding the process so far? Do you have any pilots? Have you worked out who's going to manufacture your product?
Yeah, well, actually we can produce the product in a large scale. Right now we have 6 factories in China that can produce the material and the technology. And actually, some partners in our team, they are the ones that develop the technology. Harry for the material and Xie for the fabric-ish technology.
Sure, you can see these are the prototypes of our products, and we have many different kinds of products. You can see it's very flexible, and we can put it or wrap it on our wrist. Okay, it's just like a clothes. But sometimes it's a battery. Yeah, you can see this line, the fiber batteries.
Yeah. So how are you? Yeah. This is fascinating. How are you able to fund, your R&D and various iterations?
Excuse me, I didn't really catch you.
My question is, how are you funding your R&D and the manufacturing so far?
You mean the? Yeah, sure. We are in the past years we are doing the scientific research, and we are funded by our several professors and our universities. So just from this July, yes, we start to
make it the product.
Yeah, sure. These are the primary products, and we didn't.
Where are you based? Where are you based in China?
Sure, China, Fudan University. Yeah.
The top 40 university in the QS, all over the world.
No, because I am coming in about a week's time, and I'm coming in Shanghai, so I'm not sure whether it's close at all.
You can visit. Yeah, visit. You can, and we are the midnight. We are a little bit sleepy.
Come on.
Oh, nice. No, well done. I think this is the future. Whoever's gonna nail it, I think it's really nice.
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
No, I have to agree that
National Key Laboratory. So if you visit a university,
yes, maybe we can give you as a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you looked at the medical space, the how you would use your product in healthcare?
Sure. Our products do not have biomedical concerns. Yes, because you can see the fibers are our batteries, and we have used insulating layers and protective layers above our battery. So it's we choose biocompatible and is not will not do harm to our skins or any biomedical concerns. Okay.
And we have some patents about this scenario and this kind of.
Sure.
Yeah.
Patents.
And there is polyester as a protective layer above the battery.
Right. No, I understand that, but I'm saying, have you looked at using your product in the healthcare space?
Okay.
Healthcare
space.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a potential area review.
Yeah, I think it's one kind of the application, but as you know that we are the frontier technology, so all the market is early market. We need time to exploit and need time to foster it, and yeah, we think it's a good application as you say. Yeah.
Great. Shishe.
Thank you for your question.
Yeah, I lived in China for off and on a couple of years, so I know a little bit of Mandarin.
I want to add something.
Good job, guys.
I just want to add something. The materials for the battery have been tested for the industry of electric cars by a company called BYD in China. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Yoli team. We are out of time, but thank you to the panelists and to the team. Let's move on to the next speech.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, Julie, and thank you for the folks in China. We understand there's a time difference, and it's very late at night, so thank you. And next up is Linko. Linko is a solution that brings together all mobility options in a single app, working with artificial intelligence in real time and determining the best option for each journey, combining the necessary options to reach the cheapest or fastest route, even both. Linko, whenever you're ready, please start your pitch.
Okay, can you listen to me?
Yes.
Yes, perfectly. But what we cannot see is your presentation.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Okay. There it is.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, can I start?
Yes.
Okay, so we've all been in this crowded place having fun, but at the end of the night, we're thinking, how are we gonna get home with all these people? Or just every single day when we're moving in the city and we have so many options, but are we taking the best one? Are we taking into consideration issues like traffic, like weather, and are we following our own preferences? Or are we just moving randomly? We saw a huge market opportunity in the urban mobility market, combining and comparing all urban mobility solutions, not only live, but using artificial intelligence to get the best journey personalized for you and your lifestyle. This is Linko. My name is Fano Lopez, and I'm one of the 5 co-founders of this fantastic project. This is as easy as it gets. Add your preferences and tell us every single moment how do you prefer to move, or what options do you use, and let our artificial intelligence get into your phone, grab the data, and tell us if you're moving on bike, if you're walking, if you want to catch an Uber, whatever. You can change it instantly. Then set your destination like every other map and compare all the options available. You will always get the Linko route. This is the combinator of all the options that you told us before, getting on the easiest, cheapest, and fastest way, not only live, but adapted to you and your lifestyle. Then use our app like any other map and enjoy your travel. Our competitors have shown us that this is technically possible. Why? Because there are some apps that are already comparing in real time the prices and the destinations of every journey that people get. Other very popular apps like Citymapper or Google Maps only show you information, but they don't adapt and they don't give you ride sharing options. And what's the worst of all, they don't know you. They don't give you the best app for you. What will be the way that we're making money? First of all, small businesses can use our platform in order to get exposures. And as we know, there are more and more urban mobility solutions in the market nowadays. and on the go. This meaning that big companies can sell offers to our clients because we know how and where they are at every single moment. This altogether will create big data. This will create a really huge database that we can sell to other companies so they can better market geographically and in time their products to our users. As we all know, the urban mobility market in the world is expanding and is really big. We have two sides here. The first of all is users. Bear in mind that more than 500,000 trips per day in San Francisco nowadays are done in a non-driving way. Imagine if we could just attract 10% of those. And on the other way, the customers, which are the companies obviously posting ads on our website, on our app, they're spending more and more money on mobile ad campaigns every year. Last year, it was more than 23 billion. This is our roadmap. We were the winning team, and this was the winning pitch in Berkeley in July. From there, we started creating an MVP, and we attended Angel's Nest and the Startup Gate, where we got really good feedback of investors. Actually, some of them willing to get into the company right now. We're planning to launch our whole app in April next year. As for right now, we want to do a go-to-market experience in San Francisco. For this first part, we only need 50K. This is what's separating us in development, basically, to get our app and running, our MVP. Once we get the first users and we do the first marketing campaigns, we get those metrics, we can look about raising more money and doing a substantial launch. Our team is made of 5 entrepreneurs. We're all international, all from different countries, and we all have experience in startups, and we all have the entrepreneur background. Some of us, me included, have already raised some substantial funds for our company and have successful products already working in the market. Last but not least, this is Linko. Remember, the next time you move, you could do it in an easier, faster, cheaper, and what's more important, the way that suits you, your ideas, your values, and your lifestyle. Stop dreaming and welcome to Linko.
Thank you, Linko team. Let's continue with the Q&A. Panelists, do you have questions?
Okay, I'm gonna go first. I like the idea. It's just, I have a very similar company in my portfolio. And one of the challenges that they faced is getting the data and getting the data live. How have you solved that problem?
Yes, don't worry if I'm looking down. I have you guys here on a screen. Actually, one of the companies that I mentioned in the competition, Chippy in Spain, has already access to the live IPAs of companies like Uber, Lyft, and also they have come to agreements with the public transportation systems, so they can grab the data from there. So actually, this is working in Spain with more than 100K users, and you can actually have real time the price and the destination, plus the journey design, like if you were in Uber. And actually what they do only is compare. We want to take it a step further by including more methods. We can grab, hopefully, their data too, so we can combine. And that way we can save people money and time when they're moving. And what's most important, in a personalized way, because we know their preferences. I hope that answers your question. Hello?
Yes, thank you. I don't know if Jesus or Anna have any questions.
Okay, I believe there's no more questions, but you have 1 minute left if you want to present something else, or we can move on to the next speech.
Great. I guess if there's no questions, it's because everyone got it super clear the first time. So proud of that. Thank you.
Thank you, Linko.
Thank you. Thank you to the last teams. Again, we will have a 5-minute break, and we will be back at 12:45 CST to hear the last 3 pitches of round 2 of the Global Demo Day. All right, 12:45 already, and it's time to move on to the next team's presentation, which is BINC. BINC offers ecological dyes grown from genetically modified bacteria a sustainable alternative to inorganic dyes for the textile industry. Whenever you're ready, Bing.
All right, hold on. Let me share the video. My screen, sorry.
We can see you, but we cannot see your presentation.
Hold on.
There it is.
All right, do you have it?
Yeah.
All right. We are Bink, a bio and nanotech company. Have you ever wondered how much polluted water you wear every time you dress? The textile industry is the second most contaminating industry in the planet. This is mainly caused by the dyeing process, where synthetical dyes derived from petrochemicals make wastewater difficult to treat. Moreover, result in health issues and other consequences. Dyeing factories have to deal with high costs. Dyes are expensive, and pollution generates fines. So we developed. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt, but I think your presentation is not moving forward. It stayed just on the cover. I just paused your time, so if you like to continue where you left, and I'll start.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop sharing the and I'll try it again. All right. Can you see it? If I change it, can you see it now?
Yes. Now.
Yes. Yeah. So do I start over or?
Yeah, that's fine. Start again.
Okay. So we are Bink, a bio and nanotech company. Have you ever wondered how much polluted water you wear every time you dress? The textile industry is the second most contaminating industry in the planet. This is mainly caused by the dyeing process, where synthetical dyes derived from petrochemicals make wastewater difficult to treat. Moreover, result in health issues and have other consequences. Dyeing factories have to deal with high costs. Dyes are expensive, and water pollution generates fines. So we developed a patentable technology. We created dyes from genetically modified bacteria that help dyeing factories reduce their dye costs, comply with environmental law, and improve their competitiveness. The process consists of 3 stages. We have a genetic modification, then we have the exponential growth of the bacteria, and we have the dye extraction. In our prototype, you can evidence the different colors generated in a lab, like green, red, blue, and brown. Now, this industry is one of the top 10 industries in the world. Just the dyes in the pigment market is expected to be valued at $46.4 billion by 2025, at a yearly growth rate of 4.9%. Just the organic dye sector is expected to grow at a 5.8%. Our business model is a B2B, and we want to form a joint venture where we can have access to distribution networks and greater resources. Also, Bink dyes will be competitive in the market. As you can observe, we can sell navy blue, which is the most expensive dye, for almost 80% less. This is all possible thanks to our team. Hector does research and development, Daniela is in production, Jorge is in business development, Carlos, myself, for public relations and design, and Luis is our process analyst. Now, after demo day, we contacted 2 possible business partners. One is in Mexico City and another in Medellin, Colombia, which are both willing to do pilot testing for us. We also went accelerator hunting, and we will register in Fashion for Good, which is an accelerator just for textiles and fashion. It is located in Amsterdam and is partnered with Plug and Play in California. Now, the $10,000 prize will be used to have our MVP ready by the end of the year. So next year, we hope to acquire the seed capital funding and partner up with another business. So to be able to develop our technology and begin the scaling process, we will need a seed capital of $150,000 that should last us anywhere between 10 and 12 months. Thanks.
Thank you, Bink. Let's continue with Q&A. Panelists, do you have questions?
I have a question. Have
Yes.
you managed to test any of your dyes at this moment in time?
Did you say test?
Yes.
We have not tested on textiles at the moment, but like I said, we have two businesses that are willing to do the testing for us. one of the things that we need to move on with the startup is have access to a lab. This is from a previous investigation, but we don't have access to a lab at this time. Does anybody else have another question?
Okay, I believe there's no more questions. So if you want to share something else of your presentation, you have time left, or we can move on to the next speech.
I'll wait if my team members want to say something else. Well, about the Fashion for Good accelerator in Amsterdam, we investigated, and they only have startups, like I said, for textiles and fashion. So we want to apply for that accelerator, because the partners that they have are big. They're partnered with Lafayette, Target, Adidas. So if we could have access to those partners, that would be an awesome opportunity for us.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Pink.
All right.
Let's move on to the next speech.
Okay, so now it's the turn for Cerise. Cerise is a project, their project is a wheat bran-based biorefinery where they process a material to produce value-added chemicals that at the same time can be converted into bioplastics. Cerise, whenever you're ready.
Yes. Let us share the presentation.
Sí, se escucha.
Do you hear us, Marcelo?
Yes, we can see you and we can hear you, but we cannot see your presentation yet.
Okay.
Okay, let me. Can you see the presentation?
Yes, but it's not playing yet.
Yeah.
We're trying.
There it is.
There? Okay.
Good.
So, hi, good morning to everyone. And today we're going to present to you the future of the chemical industry. So, first is a biorefinery. You might be asking, what is a biorefinery? Well, it's a facility that processes biological material in order to produce value-added chemicals and other compounds. So you might think, why are we doing this? Well, let me answer you with another question. What are we gonna do in a world where there's no longer petroleum? Studies have shown that by 2067, petroleum reserves around the world will be depleted. This means that by then, we need to find a replacement. So that's where we come in. We want to create a biorefinery that by taking wheat byproducts and processing them through pretreatment, hydrolysis, fermentation, we get value-added chemicals such as levulinic acid, lactic acid, and ethanol. As you can see, our products are part of some of the major industries in the world, including the cosmetic applications and the textile industry.
We're entering an already billion-dollar market with an amazing increasing necessity for our products. We're entering a market that by 2022 will be worth $103 billion. By this time, we're looking to take over $103 million, which is 0.1% of the market. We're looking to target the industry either alongside a distributor or directly. As you can see, there's a lot of competition. But we have a great worth over value since we use raw material, which is cheaper, it's non-edible, and it's also eco-friendlier.
Also, one of our differences with other biorefineries is we use non-edible products, and the key part in this is the process that it's patented. So after TrepCamp, we entered the SEDE acceleration program at Universidad Iberoamericana in Mexico City. Also, we found key partners in the industry. It's called Harinera Nahuac. It's a mill that would sell us the product for us to make levulinic acid, lactic acid, and ethanol. And also we started our market study in order to know what the customer wants. From November to December, we're planning to end the market study in order to know perfectly what the consumer wants, because that's the most important thing. And also from January to August, we're gonna enter the Clean Tech Challenge in Mexico City. And also, so you know, from November 2020 to February 21, we're planning to start a pilot plant. So with the price, we will use it to research and development, and also to constitute ourselves as a business. And the main reason for us to pass to the next round will be, firstly, to give our project diffusion, because it's key for us, and also to validate our project in the eyes of our investors, so it'll help us. The investment needed is $500,000. We will use them for the pilot plant, for research and development, permits, and the industrial complex that includes workers and everything.
Okay.
And our team.
Sorry
yeah.
to interrupt, but time's over for the presentation.
Okay.
If there's time left in the Q&A, you can continue.
Yeah, perfect.
The presentation. Thank you. Is there any questions panelists want to ask to the team?
Obviously, I have seen you guys in London.
Hi, Flavia.
And you know, I'm glad that you've rebranded, and you know, you're doing a good job. The challenge is the same as it was then. You know, the $500,000 will only take you so far.
Yes.
If you were to scale, you will require substantial backing. So, have you considered partnering with any of the established competitors in your market to see whether they would be interested in using your patented technology and maybe their resources?
Yeah, what we were thinking mainly was, as we talked, we already have investors, and we want to create the industry for them to sell the material to us, and then as we see it on the large scale, we will probably sell it to one of the bigger competitions, or partner with them to use their resources, and because entering the chemical industry is it's a big industry, and there's so many giants, so you need to find exactly the perfect partner with you, so you can make the best out of it.
Yeah, and also to obtain these, we want first to prove that our product is viable and our team is working well and everything. So we're using the money first to complete the concept, and then take it to the investors and to the partners and everything, and show them that, oh, we have this, it's already proven, it's already working, we have these clients and everything, and then they can partner with us. So first we want to take not just the concept, take already a working business.
Yeah, to have something on the table that gives us some kind of, not leverage, but something we can try to partner with. Yes. Other questions? No?
Oh.
Okay, so do you want to add something else to the presentation? You have time left, or we can move on to the next speech, whatever.
Well, our team, it's Araceli Garcia. She's the CFO, Finances and Accounting. Jose Pablo Aguilar, the Sales and Management Expert. And I am Inigo Daviega, the Chemical Engineering. And yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Perfect, thank you.
Perfect, thanks.
Thank you. Next, and this is the last team, this is Raku. This is experiential learning, an experiential learning platform that uses game-based learning and gamification to provide a much more attractive and effective way of acquiring skills for college students. Whenever you are ready, you can start.
Okay, hi. Array. Okay.
Education, it's a big challenge now. If we do not change the way we teach, 30 years later we're in trouble, because the way we teach, the thing we teach our kids are the things these past 200 years is knowledge-based. And we cannot teach our kids spreadsheet, smart. We have to teach something new. That is machine learning. That's all.
Hi, Flavia, Ana, and Jesus. We are Raku. This is our great team. And yes, like Jagma said, we believe we must learn skills for the 4.0 era we are living in. Soft skills are among the abilities professionals will need in this era. Negotiation, leadership, conflict resolution, time management. These are the non-obvious but most important abilities for exponential times of the 4.0 era. Why they matter? Big magazines like Forbes talks about it. In this era, the 85% of job success will come from having well-developed soft skills. Last year in Mexico, 73% of layoffs were related to the lack of soft skills. So this is how we change the game. Raku is an experiential game-based learning platform for exponential times to provide a much more attractive and effective way of learning. We base our platform in the 70-20-10 method, which is the future of learning. Students in Latin America can log in into the platform and choose the skills they want to work on in the language they prefer. They can compete with their classmates, look up for rankings, and more. What about the e-learning industry? This is a great market with a huge opportunity. In 2022, e-learning will be reaching more than $275 billion. And in Latin America, we have more than 20 million students. And yes, there are competitors, but there is a plenty of room for more, especially in Latin America. How we make money? Colleges will pay an annual license per student of $60. That's only $5 per month. So where are we? After TrepCamp, we have been working to land our idea. After we win the final in Monterrey, we'll take the next 6 months to finalize our business model, create the MVP, and test with our customers. We'll invest the $10,000 in the legal constitution of the company and in our tickets to go to San Francisco to meet on improvement in education on next April to meet with your help the 10 most innovative startups in education. Next year, we'll raise $50,000 for our first 18 months of operations. In 2 years with the project running, we will seek the first round of investment for $150,000 through a convertible note. We want your votes to go to the final in Monterrey because we really believe in Raku, and together we have the ability to execute this project successfully. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Raku. So let's move on with the Q&A.
I love your enthusiasm. It's addictive. I feel better. Okay, so I get it. You're addressing a very large market, but where are you going to start? Is it going to be Mexico or is it going to be US? And what is the potential in that market?
Okay, great. Well, we plan to start in Mexico and in Colombia. We have Colombian members and Mexican members, also a Peruvian member, but we plan to start in Mexico and Colombia because we already have contact some universities in Mexico and here in Colombia. So Mexico is a great market. They have 1 million students right now, colleges students, and there are 1,000 universities. So it's a really good market to start with. We have already talked to 3 universities in Mexico and 2 universities in Colombia to do the test with the MVP. Yeah.
One final question.
Yes.
How will you get the content? So your approach is relatively unique or new to the market, but who is going to provide you the content for those courses?
Okay, actually, there's after TrepCamp, we have 2 more members. This is Antonio Santos. He's a PhD educator. He's specialized in education and technology. He has a really good resume. So Antonio is the one in charge of the content. Yeah. And well, to mention one thing, we already have contact the manager for Latin America of Coursera. We're planning to talk to him in San Francisco in the summit. We are planning to go. Yeah. Anyone else? Thank you, Fabia.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Bye.
Isa.
Okay. If there is no more questions, you can add something to your presentation. You have 30 seconds left.
Okay, I don't know, maybe if there's time for the team that couldn't make the presentation, I'll prefer to give them the 30 seconds.
Okay, perfect.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So we had technical issues with one team that is Savvy. If panelists are okay with the time of another pitch, we can give them the opportunity to pitch again.
It's fine with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus and Ana, are you fine with having 5 more minutes for this team to pitch?
Yes, I'm fine with it. I can wait.
Okay, great.
So let's continue with the last speech of Savvy. Savvy team members, are you here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so whenever you're ready.
We are. Welcome. When you see this image, what do you think? Is it an unfinished house? Is it someone's dream home? In order to build the most important asset of your life, you have to go through a process, and there is nothing out there that contains all of these processes plus the people involved in the construction of a home all together until now. Introducing Savvy, putting the knowledge of building your home dream on your own hands. We would like to share with you a few testimonies of people that have built their home. They told us the main issues during the building process. Here is what they said. This made us think, if the journey of building a home has to be an unnecessarily burdensome process, not one of these people understand the process to build your home. Our goal is to create a clear path to building a dream home. Savvy is a consumer building application that delivers a clear, concise, and certain result on the single most important purchase in life, your dream home. We do this with technology that connects builders to building materials, while creating a clear contract of project expectations like time, budget, and materials requested through an easy-to-use intuitive dashboard that shows you the progress of your project. This tool will help contractors, homeowners, and architects because it will show clear expectation, processes, and the money involved in the project. In order to finish on time and budget, agree on the details and follow the process step by step. Just in Mexico, the 36% of construction industry are people who build their own houses with private contractors. We want to create brand awareness by educating the home building consumers of Mexico. Then, solidify and leverage a partnership with a medium and small home builder contractors in Mexico. And last, consumers bet contractors on merit usage and establish builder score over their history. What makes us different from our competition is that we connect with people and are focused on the residential area. Our business model is based on an annual license of $2,000 or $600 per project. This will allow the contractors to be connected with the customers in an easy way. TAVI has a multidisciplinary team, each one specialized in a different area. Have the control of the building process on the palm of your hand and get ready to share the best time with your loved ones. Because with TAVI, all this is possible. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Sabi. Okay, so the panelists have any questions for the team?
I do have a question. So your target audience for this particular technology is the home builder, not the construction companies. Am I correct?
We're going to sell to the constructor companies in order to offer it like a user experience to their clients. So our share of market, we want to be in the three first years of 0.4%. And this will be 144, I think, contractors. And can you change it, Anna? And this will be like our return of investment in the first 3 years.
Okay, thank you. Is there any more questions? No? Okay. Okay, so if you want to present anything else, you have time left.
I think that's all. Well, we want our investment will be designated to our UX front and the back part. And that will be like the seed capital Sabi will need in order to build the application.
Okay.
And that's it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So Savi was the last pitch of round 2. We have now finished hearing the pitches of all these great teams. You did a great job, everyone. Congratulations. And thank you again for your time and feedback to the teams. Flavia, Jesus, and Ana. Your evaluations will define the 5 teams going to Monterrey. And there's no doubt that your participation was of great value for everyone. Your advice will definitely impact the projects of these teams. Yeah, just a quick reminder for everyone, and especially for you, Flavia, Jesus, and Ana, if you want to take a look again at the presentations, we will send you the recording so that you can take your time again and evaluate them in case you had a bad connection or something happened.
Yeah, that would help me. I'm not sure if you could hear me now, but I would really appreciate that, because there was a few times, I'm not sure, the Zoom just crashed on me. So, and I have pretty good Wi-Fi, so I was a little confused about it. But nonetheless, overall, I thought you guys did a great, or organized a lot of great companies. There's areas that for me, for total transparency, I have no idea of what that business area is. So I loved having, is it Flavia on with me, because she gives that different perspective. I'm more in the healthcare space. So, but I learned a lot, and it was a lot of fun, and I will need to review the video and then get you the feedback. But when's the deadline for the feedback?
Well, we're announcing the winners tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central time. So yeah.
Okay.
If I just wanted to, I wanted to say that all the companies have done very well, and I'm every single time I participate in competitions, but especially with TrepCamp, I find that I get to know technologies that I thought I saw in London and in other European cities, but it's just surprising how you manage to select such a good set of companies and individuals that really push the boundaries. So for me, this is an exceptional example. And I think everybody participating in the competition in round 2, that you should all be very proud of yourself.
Yeah, I totally agree. This is my first time doing something like this. I'll sit on other competitions, but this has been very helpful for me because I've learned a lot, and it's so good to hear.
Thank you, Flavia.
Thank you, we miss you.
You too, Marcelo.
Yeah.
I mean, look, guys, I know some of the companies are very early, but you have such great potential, and
thank you.
I know that if you persevere, you will get whatever you put your mind to. So I'm very hopeful, and I hope that we will be able to keep in touch and see the development. Given that both myself and Jesus, we both work in investment, so maybe there are ways in which this can go on beyond the competition.
Perfect.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And so thank you, Marcelo, for giving me this opportunity to work with you.
On the contrary, thank you for being able to join us and give your feedback. I don't know if Anna, do you want to add something else? How do you think this experience was?
I think the experience was great. I think like the mix of the companies in the project that they show is very good. And I would love just to check the rest of the presentation and give my feedback. But everyone, good luck.
Thank you. Great. Well, that was it. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations. Just a little bit of patience until tomorrow at 2 p.m. when we will announce the winners who are moving to the next round. If you have any questions, you can do it so on our WhatsApp group. And that's it.